Hi, this is Linda with Casey Creations by Linda, taking you on a tour of my latest creation. It is called Timeless Charm. It is a vintage journal, and all of the papers, the interactive elements, and everything that I used are from Daisy Avenue, and I'll put a link to her store in the description box, plus all the little interactive things that you see throughout, so that if you want to pick you up some, you can. It is a ton of stuff you can pick from. I didn't use all of her vintage or grunge. It does measures 9 by 6. It has a 5-inch spine, and it has a hard cover. It's chipboard. I've got some antique crocheted lace here, and on the front we have one of her vintage butterfly paper clips. It does have a pull-out from the top, and I've made a little grunge label for it. It's got 1925. We've got some little labels here from her words, pages of the past, letters once sealed, and this little guy is vintage. And as usual in my journals, all of the tags and cards excuse me, are backed with another layer of cardstock, so they're very durable and won't bend on you. Here I cut out another piece of this. I just printed a second one and made a little topper for it, for this little guy here. And this is so cute. The little tag comes on it already for you. Just cut it out, back it if you like. It says forever, memory lane, and nostalgia lives here. And that just slips in that little pocket. Then I made another little pocket here and put this little metal, I forget what these are called. Anyway, there it is. It's lost in my mind for now. Anyway, it is metal, and I've got some little metal brads here that I connected it to the pocket on. It's a little butterfly. Shoring. Just a little tag written on, and this cute little cluster. Opens up this way. This is a big chunky one. There's your inside front right here. You've got some journaling space there. And this is the first section. You've got a flip going this way. Cut out one of the pockets. Did a lot of fussy cut with her labels here. And I made these teeny tiny ones, if I can get them out with my left hand, because I still have my wonderful brace on. Bear with me. Itty bitty guys. I thought they were so cute to tuck under this little cluster of labels she has. And then here we have these as pages of the past. There's an old invoice. There's another one. And a little postcard. And again, they're all backed. I'll leave these out for a second. And then here, this folds down like so. And in each little pocket are these little cards. I'm sorry, they really come out easy, but my left hand is worthless. There you go, you can see all the cute little pockets. And these are double-sided. You just fold them in half and you're ready to go. The little tab and everything is already on them for you. If I can get them back in the order they were. Getting my head in the camera. There we go. And then these little guys, you just fold it back up. Oops. I'll get them in the wrong place. I'll fix them in a minute. Just folds up like so. These go back in here, and it holds the little pocket closed. Flips open this way. A little flip here, little booklet. can see how I collaged all the labels and things she has here. Put one of the clips on it. This little guy. And then behind there is another pocket. It's a vintage tag. And then it opens up. We've got a side pocket here. I love how she collaged the paper. It's really pretty. Little pocket here. Pretty butterfly. Metal eyelets. And on this side we have another flip. And this one actually, let me scoot it up a little bit. It flips down like so. But in this little pocket here, I made a little notebook and I rusted up the paper fasteners there. Put some double-sided pages in there for you to write on. I believe there's 10 double-sided ones. I put the little tab on there. It just slides right back in there. Right here I made a little pocket out of that label. Railway ticket. And then it flips down to expose this pocket. It says Stories Untold. These are her beautiful vintage butterfly tags. They're absolutely gorgeous. And I just put a big jump ring on there so you could, there's writing on the back, so you can just flip through them. And then here's another one. But these are gorgeous. Then up here we have a pocket. Kind of move it back down a little bit. Let that flip down. I put a pocket here. I just cut one of the invoices. There's another railway ticket. Little employer index card. And then it swings open this way. And I have made a little flip here and I tore out the paper, which finishes the image underneath. Put some of the labels there. It's a little index card. Some little labels. Another little ticket. Here's a pull out from the side. Another one of the pretty butterflies. And it swings open. We've got a pocket here. And I've again put some more of the labels. It says Heirloom Thoughts. There's a nice journaling spot there on the invoice. There's another invoice. Another receipt. And everything has been inked around the edges to give it that distressed vintage look. And here we have a little flip. I have again torn the paper that is underneath so it finishes the image and added some of the tickets there. Old license plate. And it has a pull out from the side. Another one of the pretty butterflies and the roses. Kind of gives the vintage grunge look, kind of an elegant flair. And here we have a big belly band there, and I've attached some little tickets here. Little jump ring. You just pull this little guy out. This is another one of her elements that I will put in the description box. But it's a little folder. There's this card, nice journaling area there. just fits right back in there, and you can stick whatever you would like in there. There's another one of the pretty cards. I like the way she designed it so the little tabs hang out on the side there. And I've collaged a little butterfly and this little tag there. Close these cards. Oops, got one more. Can't forget him. And then behind is another pocket. There's your back side band with more pockets and tags. It's another employee card. From the side here, it's just an old letter. Just fits right back in here. And then we're going to open again. And in the center, I've left all of this for you to journal, and then I have put an additional journal inside of it, and this is one of her hidden paper clips. I put a little dangle there on it. Just little tabs all straight there. Got a little tiny pocket that holds these guys. And all this does come in the hidden paper clip kit. Lots of tags. And then on the back we have another pocket, and here's what fits over the page. And the paper clip's inside there. Got archived letters, another collage of papers all bound together, postal history, a film strip. He just fits back on there by sliding him over the page there. And then here are your double-sided pages. And I believe there is 12 here. So 12 pages folded in half will give you 24 on each side. So you've got 48 pages, or surfaces that you could write on. Plus, you find the center. There you go. You find the center, and you can slide whatever papers you want. And I've also made it where you can actually slide the journaling portion out of the big portion and write on it, and the pages will still stay tied together here. Then it opens up. This is some caramel chiffon ribbon. We've got another pocket here I made a little flip out of. Let's get over just a tad here. And a little butterfly there, made a little pocket. Some of the tags there. This is an excellent vintage set. We've got some tags up here. And it swings open, another side band. These guys. And here I put some more of the little pages in there. And they're all double-sided. I think there's 5. So it'll give you 10 surfaces, plus the back. Little pull out from the side. Opens up this way. I think I'm still good. Let's get over maybe just a little bit. Here I made a little envelope, and I've rested a paper clip here. pulls open these little guys here. Invoices, ledger cards, receipts, due date. And there's plenty of room. You can slide something else in there too. Put little vintage tags there. Put it back on. And behind the envelope, we've got these beautiful cards. It says Vintage Bloom. And I made the little label, put some little brads there so I could make a little tiny pocket to hold these little guys. Then up here under the pocket, I've got all these tags. And again, you can write on the backs of all of these. And then here on this side, I've got a little tie twine. It's threaded through the little eyelets there. I made a little pocket here to hold these wee little guys. Then behind it, got some more invoice records, a receipt for the due date, another invoice, amount owed. Nice journaling spot there. And it opens up. Journaling here. I've made another pocket. From behind, it's got this big card and one of the toppers. And it swings open this way. And I've cut out two. These are the some of the interactive elements. All I did was reduce them down to 5 by 7 so I could make some tiny little pockets out of them. All this is collaged around. And all the butterflies are different. There's so many in the kit that I never had to use the same one twice. And again, I've collaged around here. We got the little butterfly with his little wings loose. Side pocket for him. And then here, this is elastic, and I've taken one of the big journal pages and reduced it down to wallet size. Cut it out so you could hold these big cards. Nice size for writing. Journaling on the back. And you can slide other stuff in here. It'll hold quite a bit because it is elastic. And scoot over a little bit here. Try to stay in the center. And this is the second section, and it's tied with some sari silk. Got a little flip here. Pocket. Another one of the little metal name tags. Invoices, vintage tags, and it has a pull out from the top. Put one of the little labels as its pull. And then it flips open. Got a pocket here, and I just put a little eyelet there for decoration. Made a little cellophane window there. out of some of the papers. This little card, Aged Beauty. Then on this side, we have a pocket here. One of the big labels, make a little pocket to hold these little cards. And it is a little booklet also. It's got all double-sided pages in it. There's some journaling behind there. Up here I put a little pocket for these guys. And it swings open this way. We have a flip up here, and I have made a cluster of the tags she has and made them into a pocket. These little guys. And it flips open like so, and then I've got one of the little vintage circles here, and this little tab there I made as its closure. And again, I've put, these are some of the labels that come in the kit. And here's a big pocket. It's this invoice. And then up here, I have taken the paper again, reprinted it so I could have the exact image underneath. And then on this side, I've got a flip going this way. Pocket here, it says Echoes of Yesterday. This card here. And this one. We have another element underneath. And all I did was print again and cut out this image. That's exactly what is underneath it. Just make a little pocket for this little guy. Pretty labels to, it's very uniquely shaped as its little pull. And then up here, and as you can see, all I did was change the profile of it to make a matching tag. And it opens again. And on this side, made another little envelope. This is just some brown and white baker's twine, little buttons with the little brass brads to hold it. And I have made, just put a little paper clip on there. I can get it off. Being one-handed just throws everything off. And these are just some little pages. They're all individual, front and back, that you can do some journaling on. I think there's 8 in here. It's right back in here. And then behind the envelope, put this invoice. And then I took 2 of the labels, put them together to make a little text spot. Nostalgia lives here, timeless charm, open range. Here we have a pocket and a little brad, and I just made another copy. Just give a little swing. Little side band here. Journaling spot there if you wanted. This lifts out. I just made a card, put a pocket on it, put a little jump ring there, put these little tags on. Close these cards. And then here, made a little pocket, and this is a little matchbook. Got all the pages in here, double-sided. I think there's 10 in there if I remember correctly. And then I made another copy and tore out along the edge to make a little pocket for these guys. This is a trace of memory. Yep, we did this one. And then it flips open again, and you've got the center. Again, I have made a notebook with one of the hidden paper clips again. Made its little pocket, letters and notes, little butterfly there. And on the back, same. And again, this is removable from this cover, and the pages will still be intact to this cover here. And it's the same as the first one. They're double-sided pages. And I can't really thumb through them all. But I believe, again, there is 12. So you have 48 surfaces. Just close right back on there. And it opens this way. We've got some dark brown chiffon ribbon with a flip going like so. 2 little pockets here, it's like a little license plates there. I've used as a pocket with some little antique brads. And then on this little pocket here, got another one. And then up here, this lifts out, journaling spot there. And this is another one of her butterfly cards. And I've put the little butterflies, got little wings, just collaged around. Folder opens up. Got this big pull out. And then up here we've got a side pocket. Again, I cut out the image again so it completes what's underneath. And pull out from the side. It's an accounting record. And it swings open. Pocket here. That squeaking you hear is my Velcro on my brace, so it's not the journal, it's me. We have 2 of these cards. And I made a little, took some paper and coffee stained it and made a little slide pocket. So this little invoice, some cellophane on it. Then it's got a flip going this way. Made a little pocket, a lot of collage going on here. Little butterfly. I'm going to pull out from the side. And pull out from the top. This is some of the backing paper that comes with the set. And then on this side, we have another flip going on. Pocket here, little label I made into a pocket for this little guy. And this little teeny one here. This one has some brown twine as its closure. And I've torn the pocket there. It says history in ink. To hold these little cards. It flips open like so. Pages of the past. And this is again one of the butterfly cards, and I've just changed it around so that it's completely different than the other ones. It's Gentle Time. And little butterfly wings. Out from the top. Here, made a little tiny pocket for this little guy. Then up here we have a pocket. And I believe we have come to an end. Nope, we have one more. It keeps going, guys. I've got a pocket here. I've got pockets on top of pockets. A little 75 holds these guys. And this one holds these. And up here, this is some jute. And it opens up to expose this pocket. You could hide some more stuff in there if you would like. These guys went in that pocket. And then here we've got a band. I've got a little key. You just turn it and this opens up. Nice journaling spot there. And you've got, in addition, you've got these big cards. Do some journaling on in the backs. And there is the back. Thank you so much for joining me, putting up with my fumbling around with this brace in my arm. It'll come off in 4 weeks, so we're good. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. Have an excellent New Year. Until next time, stay crafty. Bye-bye.